When she was little, F used to dream about a life where she felt safe, where someone would hold her hand through the dark places and remind her she mattered. But for most of her childhood, that dream felt out of reach. Her father left her mother when she was just a small child. The reasons were complicated, but the pain was simple. He was gone. For over a decade, F carried the weight of that absence, quietly building walls around her heart. As she grew older, she longed for connection, for someone to tell her she was loved and enough. That longing eventually led her into the arms of those who promised love, but delivered only control, manipulation, and unimaginable pain. At the age of 12, F became the victim of human trafficking and prostitution. It began under the pretense of a romantic relationship, someone who made her feel seen, special, and chosen. But the relationship quickly turned into a nightmare. What looked like love was really a cover for exploitation. She was isolated from friends, cut off from school, and forced to endure trauma no one, especially a teenager, should ever face. When she was finally brought to safety, F hadn't been to school in 3 years. She was deeply credit deficient and emotionally exhausted. She didn't trust adults. She didn't speak much. She didn't believe healing was possible. But then she walked through the doors of Purchased Not for Sale. From her first day in the program, something was different. No one looked at her with pity or judgment. They saw her potential. They spoke to her with dignity. They met her where she was and told her she didn't have to stay stuck in her past. They shared the gospel with her and opened her eyes to the love of Jesus. F began trauma-informed therapy, attending 2 sessions each week. It wasn't easy. The wounds were deep, and the silence has been her shield for years. But slowly, she began to share, to feel, and to trust. She enrolled in school again, and with determination and support, successfully on her way to the completion of her first class. A simple win, but to her, it's a symbol of something far greater, a future. Perhaps most healing of all, F began the process of reconnecting with her father. After over 10 years of estrangement, they started speaking and now live under the same roof. Their conversations are raw, sometimes emotional, but filled with the possibility of forgiveness and restoration. Each interaction, each letter exchanged, is a step towards rebuilding what was lost. When asked how she feels about the program, F doesn't hesitate. "This place is my second home," she says softly. "I feel safe here. I look forward to coming every day. For the first time in a long time, I feel like I belong somewhere." F's story isn't finished. There are still battles to fight, trauma to work through, and dreams to chase. But today, she's no longer walking alone. She's healing, she's growing, she's reclaiming her life. At Purchase Not for Sale, stories like F happen every day, but only because of people who believe in the power of hope and second chances through Jesus. Because of love, F survived. Because of safety, she's healing. Because of support, she's dreaming again. Because of Jesus, there will forever be a second chance. And because of your generosity, more girls like F can find their way home.